Are you suffering from severe back pain which has been causing you terrible stress and depression all this while? Tried many medications and exercises, and yet the suffering still continues to this day? I know how that feels because I used to have the same exact problems as well. The good news is we have the solution to this and we know how to help you. Keep watching this video and you'll see why we're the best resource for you.
Hi, this is Dr. Steve Young, and what you're about to see has never been shown to the public before. In fact, most people believe it's downright impossible because I'm going to show how a secret I uncovered in this drawing found in Leonardo da Vinci's long-lost journal helped a 73-year-old grandma who's been suffering from back pain for over a decade to get almost instant relief from crippling low back pain and sciatica. And she did it without expensive chiropractors, massage therapy, or even physical therapy, without any type of ancient voodoo stretch, yoga, or Pilates movement, without taking any type of pain medication, and without any type of steroid injection or surgical procedure. Instead, I showed her a unique and very different method which puts your spine back into perfect alignment, providing immediate relief from pain, bulletproofing your body and becoming completely pain-free in 30 days or less. So, you may be wondering, is this technique so effective? Why have I never heard of it before? Well, most chiropractors, physical therapists, and even doctors have never heard of it before either. In fact, I stumbled across it by accident. It all has to do with this sketch drawn by Leonardo da Vinci in the year 1510. This 508-year-old drawing was lost for centuries after Leonardo's death before mysteriously appearing in London, England years later. And in a moment, I'm going to show you how this drawing contains the secret to realigning your spine, providing instant pain relief and completely eliminating your back pain in 30 days or less. But before I show you what this secret is and how you can use it from the comfort of your own home, let me introduce myself. My name is Steve Young, and my work has been featured everywhere from Fox News to medical research journals all around the world. After obtaining my doctorate degree in science of joint pain, I opened a private practice just outside of Philadelphia. And over the last 20 years, I've helped more than 7,500 people to treat their back pain once and for all. People travel from all over the East Coast to come see me because I have a method proven by double-blind, peer-reviewed medical research to help anyone who's suffering from back pain to get instant pain relief without resorting to chiropractors, pain medications, or medical procedures such as steroid injections or even worse, surgery. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what your fitness level is. It doesn't matter if you had back pain for 6 months or 6 years. This will work for you. Now, I understand that may sound too good to be true, but when I say instant, I mean it. We're talking long-lasting pain relief in as little as 5 to 10 minutes a day. Every week, I have people hobble into my practice who have devastating chronic pain. Yet, after one short session with me, we gently release the pressure on their spinal column. They walk out pain-free and with a big smile on their face. For example, take Jerry, a 48-year-old who once booked an emergency appointment with me. Jerry was a tough guy, but he walked into my office breathing like a woman in labor as he tried to manage the pain. Jerry had suffered from back pain for over 10 years, but had ignored the pain and never seen a professional. But that morning, Jerry bent over to pick up the morning paper when he herniated his disc in his back so badly, the disc was tearing into his spinal nerve. He was in agony. However, I taught Jerry how to release the pressure on his spine, and you'll learn this exact method in just a moment. And 60 minutes later, Jerry walked out of my office ready to go back to work. And here's the best part. Jerry continued to use my method for 10 minutes each day from the comfort of his own home, and within 2 weeks, Jerry was pain-free and stayed that way. A decade of back pain gone in just 2 weeks. Or take another client of mine, Cindy. Cindy was a 61-year-old grandmom who had been suffering from back pain for over 30 years. Cindy's back pain started when she was pregnant with her first child, but even after her pregnancy, the pain continued to intensify. And eventually, her pain was so bad she couldn't fall asleep at night. And in desperation, she turned to pain pills and became dependent, unable to leave the house without taking a Vicodin. After decades of taking pain medication, Cindy's health spiraled out of control. Her back pain continued to get worse, and one day she woke up and found her left foot was paralyzed. She couldn't wiggle her toes. She couldn't stand without support, and when she was terrified that she might never walk again, Cindy came into my office in a wheelchair and her husband by her side, and I began to examine her. It was clear that Cindy was suffering from a very dangerous condition called drop foot. The nerves connecting to her spine and her leg had been pinched so badly for so many years she risked becoming paralyzed for life. Right there in my office, I taught Cindy how to release the trouble pressure points that were causing her trapped nerve and her chronic pain. And within moments, she was able to regain some of the feeling in her foot. It put the biggest smile on her face. She had hope once again. I told Cindy to continue using the method I taught her for 10 minutes every day from her home. Her recovery was miraculous. While it takes medical doctors 2 years to treat a drop foot, it took Cindy just 6 weeks. She regained total control of her foot, had given her wheelchair to charity, and her pain was completely gone. It's success stories like these which is why medical researchers are calling my secret the biggest back pain breakthrough of the 21st century. Now, a lot of what you're about to see will shock you to your core, particularly when we get into talking about Leonardo da Vinci. When I first discovered this information for myself, I was extremely skeptical. I just didn't believe instant back pain was possible without pain medication, chiropractic, or endless visits to the doctor. So I tuned in to the only type of information I can trust: scientific, evidence-based, peer-reviewed medical research studies, many of which I've quoted on this page so you can know everything I'm saying is 100% substantiated and confirmed by research. Now, in just a second, I'll reveal exactly what my secret is, and I'll also show you how this 508-year-old drawing from Leonardo da Vinci's journal contains the secret to instant back pain relief. I'll also reveal how pharmaceutical companies have rigged the system for profit from your pain and show you how to take back control. I'll reveal to you the number one biggest mistake people make in back pain. Hint, you're probably making this mistake right now as you watch this. I'll show you Leonardo's dirty little secret he kept hidden for centuries, which contains the secret to treating low back pain. I'll reveal you how Leonardo's secret was also discovered in indigenous tribes from all around the world, from the mountains of Ecuador, tiny fishing towns in Portugal, or remote villages in West Africa. And finally, I'll introduce you to a groundbreaking new and very different method of eliminating back pain, which realigns your spine and provides instant relief from your very first 10-minute session, while completely eliminating all your back pain, healing bulging discs, and releasing trapped nerves all in 30 days or less. Remember, this method has been proven to work based on my experience treating over 7,500 patients out of my clinic in nearby Philadelphia. And best of all, this method requires zero equipment. You can do it from the comfort of your own home, and it's doctor approved, so you know it's completely safe. But first, I want to reveal one of the single biggest lies you've been told about your pain, and that is it's impossible to treat back pain after 40. Well, the truth is, it's easier for people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s to treat low back pain. That's right, it's easier for men and women over 40 to treat their back pain. In fact, one study found back pain peaks at age 37 and becomes increasingly easy to fix. However, this all depends on whether or not you're able to release the pressure points which are throwing your spine out of alignment and causing your pain. In a moment, I'm going to show you exactly how my method works. It's called targeted spinal release, and it's my secret weapon for eliminating back pain. But before we get into the method, I want you to know, if you're suffering from back pain, it's not your fault. Let me say it again. If you're suffering from back pain, it's not your fault, and you're not alone. According to the American Chiropractic Association, 31 million Americans suffer with low back pain. 80% of the people from back pain say it keeps them up at night. 35% of the people with back pain say they experience less sexual enjoyment. And 20% of Americans have had to make major lifestyle changes, such as losing their job, cutting down on hours, or needing to move in with their children because of the pain. So many people around the world are suffering from back pain that Dr. Oz has called it an epidemic. And things are only getting worse. The number of people suffering from back pain has increased by 95% in just the last 15 years. But scariest of all, 72% of people with back pain are using pain medication, and 20% are receiving long-term opioid prescriptions, which is truly terrifying when in 2016 there were 14,500 opioid-related deaths. Now, while this is alarming, please do not lose hope, because in a minute I'm going to show you my unique yet very effective method to eliminate back pain in just 10 minutes per day. But I do need to warn you, if you try and take this journey all on your own without a proven back pain expert whose methods have been proven by thousands of patients to completely eliminate back pain in 30 days or less, the odds are stacked against you. So I hope I've got your attention, because if you're suffering from back pain, this groundbreaking discovery from Leonardo da Vinci will be the most important thing you'll ever learn. It's so powerful, it's being called the holy grail of eliminating back pain permanently. You probably know Leonardo da Vinci as a creator of some of the history's greatest ever art pieces, The Last Supper, The Vitruvian Man, and most of all, the Mona Lisa. Without question, Leonardo was one of the greatest artists to have ever lived. But Leonardo's genius went far beyond his mysterious paintings. Not many people know this, but Leonardo was the first and foremost a biologist. The human body was his obsession. Leonardo's life work was to publish a comprehensive treatise on human anatomy. He arranged his studies into collections known as codices, many as long as books, and each with hundreds of sketches and detailed drawings. He dissected over 30 human corpses and sketched detailed depictions of muscles, tendons, ligaments, organs, and bones. Many of these drawings were so accurate, detailed, and advanced that he was hundreds of years ahead of his peers. In fact, in a project presented by the Royal Collection Trust in the UK, Leonardo's drawings were found to be just as detailed as modern X-rays and MRI machines. Remember, Leonardo completed his work in the early 1500s when Europe was devoid of real science. The Dark Ages were just ending, and medicine at the time mostly came from Bible and ancient philosophers, and most of that was laced with superstition or flat out totally wrong. Most people thought illnesses was a form of divine punishment rather than anything to do with biology. Leonardo didn't buy into this superstition, instead getting to work unraveling the mysteries of the human body. However, Leonardo da Vinci kept his dirty little secret hidden for centuries until today. At the time of his death in 1519, Leonardo had filed over 7,000 bulky journals with his exceptionally detailed drawings of the human body. After his death, these journals were mysteriously either lost or stolen, and they remained that way for hundreds of years. It wasn't until 1690, when Leonardo's artwork was becoming famous, that these journals turned up in Britain. But even then, no one knew of the gold they contained. From 1690, they were held in the Royal Caribbean in London, where they would lay unread, unappreciated, and unpublished for hundreds of years until now. Eventually, historians began to go through these journals one by one, and when they found this page and this drawing, they wouldn't believe what they found. You see, Leonardo discovered something I call rapid spinal degeneration. That's right, rapid spinal degeneration is the true cause of your low back pain. But what does that actually mean? Well, let's take a look again at this image found in Da Vinci's journal. You'll see two side-by-side images of the human spine. Notice how both spinal columns are very different shapes. One of these spines has what we call an S-curve, while the other has a J-curve. Let's look at the S-curve first. An S-curve spine is one which has undergone rapid spinal decay. In my clinic, I refer to this as grandma spine. And the S-curve is a clear sign of a person has some type of back pain or is at risk of herniating a disc, having trapped nerve damage or sciatic pain. Then we have the J curve. In my clinic, I call this athletic spine, as it is a spinal column with excellent structural integrity, similar to that of an athlete. You notice the back is almost flat until the bottom, where it curves at the perfect angle. Fascinatingly, there are many indigenous tribes where every member of the tribe has a J-curved spine. In these tribes, which can be found in the mountains of Ecuador, tiny fishing towns in Portugal, or remote villages in West Africa, back pain is non-existent. Even if we look at the spines from the fossilized bodies or look at statues from ancient Greece, we see these J-curved spines everywhere. So the question is, how does a perfectly healthy J-curved spine, which we're all born with, turn into a nasty, crooked, painful S-curved spine? Well, it all comes down to these 3 back pain triggers you must avoid if you want to get and stay pain-free in as little as 7 days. Back pain trigger number 1 rounds your upper back, giving you a hunchback of Notre Dame and making it darn impossible to treat back pain. The first characteristic of an S-curved spine is the beginning of a hunchback or a rounding of the upper back. So why does it happen? In a word, sitting. The average American sits for a shocking 13 hours a day, and a 2017 study by the American Physical Therapy Association found that 54% of patients with back pain spent most of their day sitting. You see, no one ever teaches us how to sit properly, so most people sit in a way which pulls their spine out of alignment. As you sit over a computer, watching TV, or even while just relaxing, your shoulders and neck are pulled forward. And as Newton said, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So, as your shoulders are pulled forward, your back has to round, forming a hunchback to compensate. And over time, your upper back muscles get weaker and weaker. Your rounded back gets worse and worse, and back pain is inevitable as a result. This process is called kyphosis, and in just a second, I'll show you how exactly you can put your upper back into the perfect alignment, healing kyphosis and providing instant back pain relief. Back pain trigger number 2 sends 60 pounds of intense pressure onto your spinal column by making neck and low back pain even worse. As your upper back rounds, it has a nasty side effect of pushing your head forward. This creates something called ugly forward head posture, and the consequences are devastating. When your head is pushed forward, this happens when you sit down, drive, work at a computer, watch TV, and even when you look at your phone. It creates an additional 60 pounds of force going through your spinal column. Just imagine a 60-pound dumbbell going through one of the discs in your spine. Is it any wonder why 10 million Americans suffer from neck pain, as well as headaches and migraines caused by ugly forward head posture every single year? Here's the kicker. This doesn't just make your back pain even worse because of all the extra pressure, it also causes nasty neck pain, which can lead to headaches that debilitate you and rendering you unable to work or spend time with your family. But there's good news. There's a process I'll be teaching you in just a moment which releases the 60 pounds of pressure from your upper spine, aligning all of your spinal discs and eliminating pain over the long run. Back pain trigger number 3 dangerously increases your risk of herniated disc, trapped nerves, and sciatic pain, making your back pain even worse. Sometimes sit happens. We looked earlier at how excess sitting leads to kyphosis, which is rounding of the upper back. But what does sitting do to your lower spine? This is where anterior pelvic tilt, or lordosis, comes in. Lordosis is when a curve at the base of your spine becomes overextended, and it puts you at dangerous risk of herniated discs, trapped nerves, and sciatic pain. So how does it happen? Well, as you sit all day, your hip flexor muscles, also known as the iliopsoas, become extremely tight. Your iliopsoas muscles connect directly into your spine at disc L3 and L4. So when these muscles are overly tight, they pull, yank, and twist on the L3 and L4 discs. These discs are then pulled out of place on a very consistent basis, leading to a huge overextension of your lower back. The result? Extreme back pain, which only gets worse over time and which will require surgery if not attended to. Lordosis is the cause of several hundred thousand vertebral fractures per year. And to make matters worse, this curve in your spine actually makes you look 20 pounds heavier than you really are. This is because the exaggerated curve pushes your belly forward, making you look big and chubby. While the main culprit are tight hip flexors, the problem is made exponentially worse by weak core muscles, weak glutes, and tight hamstrings. So, what can you do about this? Well, in a moment, I'm going to show you a very unique and different method you can use to realign your hips, release your hip flexors, and put your spine back into perfect alignment so you can eliminate pain. Look, if you're going to get out of pain, you need to start doing something different. If you keep doing what you've been doing, your back pain is just going to get worse. But the good news is, no matter how bad your back pain is or how old you are, it's never too late to reverse rapid spinal degeneration. But if you're going to do that, you need to understand that when it comes to back pain, chiropractors, physical therapists, and even doctors have it all wrong. In order to treat your back pain once and for all, and finally take control from pain, you don't need endless sessions with a chiropractor. You don't need to take any more dangerous painkillers. You don't need any more clueless doctors telling you your only option is surgery. But most doctors won't tell you this. They're too busy lining their pockets with profits from their pharmaceutical companies who are conspiring to keep you in pain. This is a $100 million per year industry. You think they care about you getting out of pain? Believe me, they don't. You're nothing but a paycheck to them. Here's the sad thing. Most doctors will never tell you this information. Yes, some of them are in bed with the pharmaceutical companies, but the biggest problem is most medical doctors don't understand the science of back pain. They never read the thousands of peer-reviewed scientific journals around back pain. They rather give you band-aid solutions like pain pills, ineffective chiropractic techniques, or put you under the knife for a dangerous surgery. They're simply clueless. So instead of going to the traditional medical route, which is an embarrassingly low success rate, I recommend you use my weird back pain solution, proven to produce rapid results in as little as 7 days. Look, it's not your fault you haven't been able to treat your back pain. You've been lied to. Everyone has. Instead, what you need is a brand new approach that just takes 10 minutes per day and can be done anywhere. It can be done from the comfort of your own home and with zero equipment required. It is gentle on your body and doesn't involve any strenuous movements or contorted positions. It releases your body's 3 major pressure points and provides instant pain relief from the very first session and can be used anytime pain flares back up. And it avoids boomerang back pain where your back pain returns again and again. And it guarantees you'll be completely pain-free within 30 days without chiropractors, massage therapists, or doctors. And it works no matter how old you are or no matter how long you've been in pain. And I'm proud to say that such a method does in fact exist. So what is this revolutionary new back pain solution which is helping thousands of men and women over 40 to reverse rapid spinal degeneration and experience instant back pain relief? It's called targeted spinal release, the ultimate back pain solution for anyone who wants instant pain relief from chronic back pain without chiropractors, physical therapists, or doctors. So, why is this targeted spinal release the fastest and easiest way to instantly eliminate low back pain? And eliminating low back pain once and for all? Here's the secret. Targeted spinal release alleviates the 3 major pressure points in your spine. By releasing this pressure, you put your spine and back into perfect alignment. This isn't just the best way to eliminate low back pain, it's the only way for anyone to get permanent and long-lasting results. You see, by the time you reach 40, your spine has accumulated so much stress on these pressure points that your back is badly out of alignment. And forget about an adjustment from a chiropractor. That's just a temporary fix which will put your spine back into alignment but doesn't deal with the root cause, which is the excessive stress on your pressure points. This is truly an unfair advantage for anyone suffering from low back or sciatic pain. No matter if you've only had back pain for 6 weeks or if you've been suffering in agony for 6 years, anyone can have a back pain breakthrough. Age isn't an issue. Your fitness level isn't an issue. Lack of time isn't an issue. Even if nothing has worked before, you don't need a ton of time. You don't need any equipment. You don't need chiropractors, physical therapists, or doctors. You don't need surgery. And you certainly don't need any more dangerously addictive pain medication. And listen, you'll be shocked at what happens after your first session. From the very first 10-minute session of targeted spinal release, you can expect instant pain relief. Now, I know that's a pretty big claim, but that's exactly what happens. It's as simple as releasing the pressure points in your spinal column, releasing trapped nerves, healing bulging discs, and soothing sciatic pain. And it takes just 10 minutes of targeted spinal release to achieve this result. And imagine the power and control that gives you over your life. Anytime pain flares up, whether it's first thing in the morning or when you're lying in bed at night in agony, just use targeted spinal release and your pain will be greatly eliminated in just 10 minutes. And best of all, over time, if you use targeted spinal release daily, it will strengthen your upper back, healing kyphosis, reducing your hunchback, and alleviating much of your pain and eliminating painful bulging discs, and eliminate ugly forward head posture, reducing the force on your neck by up to 60 pounds, lessening the impact of trapped nerves and neck pain. And it will fix anterior pelvic tilt, putting your hips into perfect alignment and restoring your body's natural J curve. Here's how it works. My proven 3-step targeted spinal release formula to eliminate back pain at any age. First, you take 10 minutes each day to use a targeted spinal release to realign your spine and release the pressure on your 3 stubborn pain points. By elongating your spine, you'll eliminate much of your tension, providing instant pain relief. Second, throughout the day, you'll naturally find yourself getting stiff and tight as your spine slowly moves back out of alignment. When this happens, use this simple 30-second movement, which you can use anywhere, anytime, and immediately put your spine back into perfect and pain-free alignment. Third, finally, you'll use this third movement at key moments throughout the day. For example, when you need to stand out of a chair or lie down in bed to protect and strengthen your spine. During these key moments of the day, you have a hugely increased risk of doing damage to your spine, but this third movement will protect you. Plus, it's such a simple and easy movement, no one will even know you're doing it. Now, at this point, you may be wondering, who am I and how did I discover the back pain breakthrough solution? Well, my name is Steve Young, and I'm the creator of the Targeted Spinal Release Method. After getting my bachelor's in kinesiology from the Pennsylvania State University and my master's and clinical doctorate in physical therapy from Drexel University, I opened up a private practice clinic just outside of Philadelphia called Body Solutions. And over the last 2 decades, I've helped over 7,500 patients to treat their back pain one-on-one. During this time, I've built a huge name for myself with people coming from all over the East Coast to come and see me. I have a reputation for taking the most difficult and extreme cases of back pain in men and women. We're talking people whose doctors are suggesting urgent surgery and people who've had back pain for 10 or 20 years, people who thought they had tried everything and I've been able to help them get immediate pain relief from their back pain and enjoy a completely pain-free life in just 30 days. But again, it's not because I'm so special. It's simply the power of the targeted spinal release. Targeted spinal release is so simple and easy to use that literally anyone can use it. It involves zero medication, surgery, chiropractors, doctors, or any gimmicks. Instead, it's a simple, straightforward, and highly effective method which only requires 10 minutes a day. But what you really need to know about me is I'm on a mission to help 1 million people treat their back pain. For years now, my clients have shared their stories with me on how they tried everything to treat their back pain, but just couldn't find anything that resulted in long-lasting pain relief until they found me. They kept telling me the same thing again and again. Steve, you need to write a book. You need to share the targeted spinal release with the world. But I always resisted. A lot of my friends have published books and have been deeply disappointed when the publishers and editors take over the control of the content, leaving out important details and, quite frankly, screw up the information altogether. So after hearing these horror stories, I was discouraged. Besides, I didn't want to write some big, long, 200-page book full of scientific research and platitudes, which is just what the editors wanted me to do. Instead, I wanted to provide a simple, easy to follow guide which anyone could easily understand and implement in 10 minutes or less. I wanted to create the simplest and the easiest to follow back pain program ever created. I just didn't know how. So I kept working away in my clinic, helping more and more people to get instant pain relief from back pain and to get completely pain-free within 30 days. I loved it, but in the back of my mind, I couldn't help but think of people like you, the millions of people worldwide out there suffering in silence, lying awake at night and popping pain medication in an all desperate effort to get some relief from their pain. I thought of the mothers who've been missing out on valuable time with their kids, who've had to turn to pain medication just to get through the day. I thought about the fathers who've been in agony, potentially having to call out of work because their pain was so bad, who have now called out of work so many times they are worried about losing their job, their financial stability, and their ability to support their family. I knew I had to do something. I searched far and wide, speaking to as many publishers as I could to figure out my options. That's when a friend of mine, Matt, suggested I self-publish. I began to look deeper into self-publishing and was shocked at just how much work it was going to be. However, I knew that if it allows me to help 1 million people to eliminate their back pain once and for all, then it would have been the best decision of my life. So here's what I did. I hired a professional film crew to come in and record while I taught the targeted spinal release technique in a 6-part video masterclass. I spent hours and hours late at night while my wife and 2 daughters were asleep writing easy to follow instructional manuals explaining how to use the targeted spinal release from the comfort of your own home. I cross-checked all of my work against the 31,000 published medical research studies already conducted on back pain. I had the entire program edited and packaged by some of the top design experts in the field. And finally, after months of work, I'm finally ready to release it to the world. It's called the Back Pain Breakthrough. Here's the complete back pain solution that you'll get instant access to today. First, you get access to the Back Pain Breakthrough 6-part video masterclass where you'll discover exactly how to treat your back pain and become completely pain-free within 30 days or less. In the Back Pain Breakthrough 6-part video masterclass, you'll discover my step-by-step treatment method known as targeted spinal release and how you can use it to treat your back pain in as little as 10 minutes per day and from the comfort of your own home. Zero equipment needed. You'll discover exactly how to use targeted spinal release complete with detailed and step-by-step instructions. I brought in Marie from my team to demonstrate the process with, and in this video breakdown, I'll show you how to and when to use each movement and how to perform each movement and how long to hold each movement, all with zero guesswork. This is the closest thing to having me right there beside you, walking you through every step of the journey. You'll discover the one thing you can use in the morning which releases your spine's trouble pressure points. This will become a key part of your morning routine in no time. And best part, you also get to use this stretch before bed to help you fall asleep within seconds. Does your pain flare up when you're sitting over a computer too long at work? Well, I'll show you one simple tweak to make when you're sitting down at work, which will keep your back as strong as an ox throughout the day. And the best part, no one will even notice you're doing it. And you'll discover what I call the 10-pound flat belly bonus. Almost everyone with back pain has an overextension in their lumbar spine, and this pushes your butt backwards, making your stomach stick out. But through their targeted spinal release method will correct this, making you look like you've lost 10 pounds instantly. You'll discover the back pain extinguisher and use this anytime pain flares up to take pressure off your spinal nerves, which is what's causing your pain, and get instant pain relief. You'll discover the sciatic soother, a simple 30-second movement which provides long-lasting relief from sciatic pain. And if you're suffering from sciatica, you need to learn this movement, and much, much more. In total, this video masterclass is over 90 minutes long, and you're going to get everything you need to strengthen and realign your spine and switch on inactive muscles and get and stay pain-free. But that's not all, because I'm going to give you 2 additional bonuses today. First, you'll receive an additional bonus guide called Targeted Spinal Release, the Manual, where you'll discover the world's most effective method for permanently eliminating back pain. Inside this targeted spinal release section, you'll discover the one thing you can use in the morning which releases your spine's trouble pressure points, bulletproofs your back, and keeps you pain-free throughout the day. You'll discover the one movement you can use throughout the day anytime when pain flares up to get instant pain relief from that pain. The days of suffering in silence with pain are over, as this simple movement stops pain dead in its tracks, removes pressure from your spine, and ultimately will make you feel 10 years younger. You'll discover my #1 technique that you can use every night before bed, which will unleash the tension you built up throughout the day, allowing you to gently fall asleep like a baby, eliminating insomnia. If your back pain has been making it difficult to fall asleep, this will be the one most powerful and most important movements you'll ever learn. You'll discover my simple bracing strategy, and this strategy is something you should use anytime you're changing positions, going from standing to sitting, getting out of bed in the morning, or picking anything up so you can protect your spine from damage during sudden movements. Many of my clients say that this strategy alone helps them get and stay pain-free. Plus, I'm going to teach you all of these movements in this manual using step-by-step instructions and including lots of detailed pictures for every step. This information is also found in the video masterclass, but if you prefer to read instead of watching a video, then this is for you. And if you like, you can print out this manual so you always have it on hand anytime you need it, and much, much more. And as you can see, this manual is absolutely jam-packed with content, step-by-step instructions with detailed pictures, and everything you need to get and stay pain-free. But we're still not done, because I have one final incredible bonus I'd like to offer and share with you, and that is accelerated healing techniques, where you'll discover my most advanced back pain treatment methods and discover how to customize your treatment process, all from the comfort of your own home. Inside the accelerated healing techniques, you'll discover my most effective and closely guarded secrets for getting out of back pain as fast as humanly possible. For years, physical therapists have been begging me to release these secrets with the world, and I've always said no until now. You'll discover how to customize targeted spinal release to your specific body type and cause your pain to go away. This is completely different to every other back pain solution out there, and one of the keys to getting pain-free in 30 days or less. You'll discover the 1-inch fix. These small tweaks to your posture switch on inactive muscles, keeping your hips and lumbar spine in perfect alignment. Mastering this ensures you won't get just pain-free, it makes sure you'll stay pain-free for the rest of your life. You'll discover to heal your body from the consequences of taking pain medication, helping your gut to recover, and treating the inflammation that's built in your body as a result of taking these pills. You'll discover my #1 natural anti-inflammatory solution you can drink daily, no side effects, and hint, you'll probably already use 1 out of the 3 ingredients in every one of your meals, and much, much more. So that's everything you get with the program. And to summarize, you get full and instant access to the 6-part video masterclass, complete with step-by-step instructions to treat your back pain in just 10 minutes per day from the comfort of your own home with zero equipment needed. You get the targeted spinal release method so you can align your spine and get instant pain relief from back pain and be completely pain-free in 30 days or less. And you'll get the Advanced Healing Techniques ebook showing you how to customize the program to your specific body type so you can get pain-free even faster. You may be wondering, well, how much does all this cost? Well, that's the best part, you see. The back pain breakthrough is available at this special new release price for a limited time. Since I'm completely new to the world of self-publishing, I had no idea what I should charge for the back pain breakthrough. I showed this program to my medical colleagues, to my friends in the publishing industry, and everyone told me this was such a high-quality program I should charge $500. After all, the targeted spinal release is the exact method I would teach you if you came into my office. Now, my clients pay me for my services through their insurance, which is a great deal for them. But between you and me, the insurance companies rank me in the top tier of their pain relief clinics, and this means I get to charge them a lot of money. So while $500 would easily be fair, and really, can you put a price on getting out of pain? But I just couldn't do it. Remember, my purpose in life is to help 1 million people treat their back pain once and for all. And I know that money is tight for a lot of families, so I wanted to make the program really affordable. So instead of charging $500 for the back pain breakthrough, I decided to just charge $97 for the entire program. So for just $97, you can get access to the full 6-part video masterclass, the targeted spinal release method, and the advanced healing technique bonus guide. But there's more. You see, while $97 is a steep discount for everything you're getting today, I'm going to make this offer a total no-brainer. Since you've watched this video almost all the way to the end, I know you're really serious about getting out of pain, and I know you're going to take action now. As one-time offer only, I'm going to let you have the full program for an incredible discount of just $37. That's right, for just $37. Less than the cost of eating out at a nice restaurant. Everything inside the back pain breakthrough can be yours. This is literally the deal of a lifetime. However, you need to take action right now. If you're ready, go ahead and click that add to cart button below and get started. Now, you may be thinking, Steve, what if this program doesn't work for me? Well, that's why I want to show you. My unconditional 30-day money-back guarantee, pain-free in 30 days or I'll pay for your physical therapy myself. When I designed the back pain breakthrough, I wanted to take all of the risk off of your shoulders and put it completely on my own. I wanted to make this an irresistible, no-brainer offer, so here's what I'm going to do for you to sweeten the deal even more. It's called my pain-free in 30 days or I'll pay for your physical therapy myself money-back guarantee. Here's how it works. Sign up for the Back Pain Breakthrough program today. Watch the 6-part video masterclass, read the follow-along, step-by-step ebooks, and use the targeted spinal release for just 10 minutes per day. If by the end of 30 days you aren't completely pain-free, then let me know and I'll give you an unconditional, no questions asked refund. But I'm not going to stop there. I'm so confident that the targeted spinal release will work for you that even if you ask for a refund, I'll let you keep the program. That way, when you're still suffering from back pain a few months from now, you can come back to the program and use it to get pain-free once and for all. Yes, a couple of people may screw me over by placing an order and then immediately asking for a refund, but I still want to make this offer because I care more about helping you eliminating your back pain once and for all than I do about making a profit. But here's more. You see, if you meet my 4 criteria proving me that you truly gave targeted spinal release your best shot and it still didn't work, then I'll give you $100 cash so you can visit the chiropractor, massage therapist, or physical therapist of your choosing. That's right. If you've truly gone through the program and given it your best shot and it really didn't work for you, then I won't just give you a refund, I'll even give you $100 cash so you can visit the chiropractor, massage therapist, or physical therapist of your choosing. No one else will make you an offer like this, but no one else is as confident as I am in their product. I know targeted spinal release will work for you. It's already worked beautifully for over 7,500 of my clients at my clinic, and I know it's going to work for you as well. Now, before you go ahead and place your order for the program, I wanted to show you some amazing science which has been done on the targeted spinal release to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that it will work for you. Scientific proof that targeted spinal release is the single most effective way on the planet to treat low back pain. First, I want to show you how using targeted spinal release has been proven to decrease chance of injury by 289%. A study published in the Medical Journal of Sports Medicine conducted a large-scale study on soccer players to test the theory. due muscle imbalances, particularly in the hips and lower spine, the key areas associated with back pain lead to a higher rate of injury. They took data from 687 active soccer players, measured their muscle imbalances, and followed up with them several months later to determine who had been injured and how. What they found shocked even the researchers. It turns out even a small muscle imbalance in the hips from left to right, for example, if your right side is stronger than your left, you increased your risk of injury by 289%. But here's the craziest part. By using targeted spinal release, you fix your muscle imbalances in your hips and hence decrease your chance of injury by 3 times. But it gets better. Another study, this time published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, measured a different muscle imbalance. This time, they measured how an imbalance between your quadriceps and hamstrings affects your likelihood of injury. And this time, they found by eliminating this imbalance, it decreased the risk of injury by 1,700%. Bottom line, targeted spinal release will bulletproof your body, making you stronger and more injury-proof than ever before, regardless of your age. But that's not all. Targeted spinal release can even help you save an average of $1,624 per year on out-of-pocket medical expenses. That's right. An average back pain patient spends a whopping $1,624 on back pain treatments per year. And an annual per capita expenditures for patients with back pain is 1.6 times higher than those without back pain. That comes from data from a Duke University Medical Center research study who found back pain patients spend 60% more on healthcare. As you can see on the table on the left, the averages are all significantly higher for those back pain patients. But here's the good news. By treating your back pain once and for all, you could save up to $1,624 per year on medical bills and insurance. Or in other words, your small investment in the back pain breakthrough pays for itself 44 times over. Now, before we finish here, I want to share one final study showing how targeted spinal release can decrease your chance of depression, anxiety attacks, stress, and suicide. It makes me uncomfortable to talk about this, but I feel like we have to. And that's the link between back pain and depression. While we speak of pain as a physical sensation, it really is a mental sensation as well. The true impact of pain on our emotions is tremendous. The real reason people take pain medication is to end the mental torment going on in their own mind. This is why 39.5% of people who have back pain also have some form of depression. And adults in pain are 3 times as likely to be in poor health and 4 times more likely to experience serious psychological stress than people without low back pain. And the scariest of all, data from the Center of Health Services has shown that the risk of suicide was 2 to 3 times higher in patients with chronic pain. Here's the bottom line. If you're suffering from depression or low-level anxiety, eliminating your back pain might be the best place to start. A life with back pain is no life at all, which is why I believe it's so important you take action now to treat your back pain naturally and effortlessly for the comfort of your own home. But to end on a happy note, targeted spinal release has been shown to release the neurotransmitters GABA, which is known as one of your brain's happy chemicals. GABA has a similar mental effect to alcohol, calming anxiety, slowing down your thinking, and making you feel happier right away. Except it has none of the side effects of alcohol. It also counteracts the neuro and anatomical effects of chronic pain. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine compared and found that for every 10 minutes of using targeted spinal release, it increased GABA levels by 4.5%, a very noticeable improvement. As you can see, the benefits of targeted spinal release go way beyond just getting out of pain. This is something which impacts every area of your health and life. Now, before we go any further, I want to answer a question I get a lot, and that is, how do you know if the back pain breakthrough and the targeted spinal release method is right for you? Well, if you have had any chronic lower back pain, neck or sciatic pain for more than 6 months, and even if you've tried everything from doctors to chiropractors to physical therapists, then the back pain breakthrough is perfect for you. Inside the 6-part video masterclass, you'll discover how to use the targeted spinal release to get instant relief from pain while completely eliminating your back pain in 30 days or less. And remember, it only takes 10 minutes per day to complete, and you can use it from the comfort of your own home with zero equipment required. If you've been to every doctor, physical therapist, physician, chiropractor, or masseuse in your city and you're still in pain, then the back pain breakthrough is perfect for you. Inside the Targeted Spinal Release Manual, you'll discover a method proven by medical science which most back pain gurus still don't know, so you can get and stay pain-free for the rest of your life. Now, if you're popping dangerous liver-destroying pills like Tylenol, oxycodone, and muscle relaxers, and you've been taking them like candy for years, then back pain breakthrough is perfect for you. Inside the accelerated healing technique, you'll discover how to strengthen and align your spine so you can get out of pain and throw all of your pain medications in the trash. Imagine never having to take one of those dangerous and addictive pills ever again. If your back pain is so bad that it's almost impossible to fall asleep at night, and you think to yourself, is this really what God had planned for me? Then the back pain breakthrough is perfect for you. Inside the 6-part video masterclass, you'll discover an amazing 10-minute routine you can use each night before bed to treat lower back pain while helping relax your entire body, making it easier to fall asleep. If you hate exercise or stretching and struggle to find time in your busy schedule to make room for it, then the back pain breakthrough is perfect for you. With the Targeted Spinal Release Manual, you get results from just 10 minutes per day. Normally with exercise, more is better. But with the Targeted Spinal Release, 10 minutes per day is all you need. And remember, you can use the method from the comfort of your own home with zero equipment required. If you're in your 40s, 50s, 60s, and over 70, and you think, I'm too old, my body just won't respond because of my age, or my body is too far past prime and it's as good as done, then the back pain breakthrough is perfect for you. In the 6-part video masterclass, you'll discover how to customize your individual back pain solution. No matter what your age or what you have done for a living, you can simply adjust and heal your back. And regardless of your age, fitness level, or how long you've been suffering from back pain, this will work for you guaranteed. Now, we're almost at the end of this video. Before you click below and place your order for the back pain breakthrough, getting instant access to the targeted spinal release method, I want to give you one final message, and that is, if you don't take action now, your back pain is only going to get worse. I want to tell you a quick story about one of my clients. Her name was Joyce. Joyce was in her 40s, but the arthritis in her back was so severe she could hardly even walk. Just 10 minutes on her feet was torture. The worst part was she had 2 young children, but she was in such pain it was difficult to play with them or look after them properly. She felt like she was missing out on their entire childhood. Joyce saw physical therapists, massage therapists, chiropractors, and eventually she found herself in the doctor's offices. The doctors all had the same answer for Joyce: surgery. The reason the doctors were suggesting surgery was because her herniated disc, it was starting to slide, and if this continued, there was a high chance the disc would cut through her spinal cord, leaving her permanently paralyzed from the waist down. And Joyce was devastated. She knew exactly how invasive the surgery was and wanted to avoid it at all costs. Now listen, your back probably isn't as bad as Joyce's was, but over time, things are only going to get worse. Your disc may soon begin to slide towards your spinal nerve. Also, don't be surprised if one day you bend down to pick something up, hear a crunch, and all of a sudden you can't breathe because the pain is so bad. That's how sudden things can happen. So don't be surprised if this happens to you. However, Joyce's story shows that no matter how bad your situation is, there is always hope. I'm happy to say that Joyce's story has a happy ending. I taught Joyce the targeted spinal release method and she began using it daily. Within 3 weeks, she could easily walk for 30 minutes with zero pain. Remember, when she first came into my office, she couldn't stand for more than 10 minutes, never mind walking. After just a few weeks after that, Joyce was completely pain-free. It was a remarkable transformation, going from the verge of needing surgery and facing the prospect of being paralyzed from the waist down to being pain-free in just a few weeks, all without steroid injections, endless chiropractic sessions, expensive doctor bills, and most importantly of all, this is the power of targeted spinal release. Here's what to do next. To get instant access to the back pain breakthrough and immediately get started with targeted spinal release method, here's what you need to do. Underneath this video, you'll see bright Add to Cart buttons. You click on one of these buttons and you'll be immediately taken to our secure and encrypted order form. Take just 60 seconds to enter your personal information, and then you'll receive an email with your exclusive download link to get started with the program. All you need to get started is to click the Add to Cart button below, and you get instant access to the program. It literally couldn't be any easier. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, click on the button, and let's get started. Now, the way I see it, you're standing at the crossroads and you've got 3 options. Option 1, do nothing. Take everything you just read on this page, bury your head in the sand and forget about it. Throw away your newfound optimism that a life without pain is possible and go back to the days of hopelessness and despair. Continue to tell yourself that back pain is just a natural part of getting older and live the rest of your life and days in agony. Option 2, try and do it all yourself. Spend hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars trying to figure it all out for yourself before finally finding a solution after years of trial and error. Try to read all the peer-reviewed medical research by yourself and travel all across the country meeting the world's top back pain experts like I've done before finally figuring out a natural method that works for you. Then there's option 3, the smart option, the intelligent option, and the risk-free option. Join the back pain breakthrough today. Watch a 6-part video masterclass and discover with step-by-step instructions how to treat your back pain in just 10 minutes per day from the comfort of your own home, zero equipment needed. Use the targeted spine release method to realign your spine and get instant relief from back pain and be completely pain-free in 30 days or less. And use the advanced healing techniques to customize the program to your specific body type to get pain-free even faster. If you're ready to take control and get pain-free for the first time in months or even years, then you know what to do. Click the Add to Cart button and take 60 seconds to enter your information. From there, you'll get instant access to the program and you can immediately get started using the targeted spinal release method. Just remember, you have nothing to lose today. And in fact, you aren't really even paying anything today. Instead, you're just taking the program for a test drive. Because if you aren't pain-free within 30 days, just let me know and I'll immediately give you an unconditional, no questions asked refund. So go ahead right now and sign up for the back pain breakthrough, and I'll see you in the program.
Cool, right? To download this product, all you have to do is click on the link below, and that'll take you to the page where you can download it. Thanks for watching, guys.